Good evening, Tottenham fans. Welcome to another episode of Tottenham Hot Takes with me and Nigel from Pure Coys. Today we're going to have three topics. We're going to be talking about the hot takes from this week's in the round around the world around Spurs. So, how you doing, Nigel?
I'm good, mate. Yeah, really good. How are you doing?
Yeah, really, really good. And as usual, the fan base is very divided. And I don't think this fan base can agree on absolutely anything. It's absolutely crazy. And especially the first debate we're going to get into, I think that's divided us the most. So let's get straight into that. And the first hot take of the day is, was Conor Gallagher a good signing? And I'll let you start with this, Nigel.
For me, 100% yes. He is everything that we need at Tottenham currently. He is. I hear a lot of Spurs fans saying, "Oh, is he a 6? Is he an 8? Is he a 10?" You know what? He's just a really, really good midfielder. Back in the day, we didn't have 6, 8s, and 10s. We just had box-to-box midfielders, and that's exactly what he is. He can tackle, he can drive with the ball, he can shoot, he scores the odd goal. He is tenacious. He is fierce in the tackle. He works his socks off. And more than anything else, he is a leader. And we are missing leaders in the team at the moment. Like I said, I've heard other fans say, "Oh, but he can't get in the Atletico Madrid side." No disrespect, Atletico Madrid, Tottenham Hotspur. This guy played over 50 times last season for Atletico Madrid, and he'd made 27 appearances this season as well. So, yeah, a very good signing, and I think he's going to be a big hit at Spurs.
Yeah, and I agree, because let's just look at the facts straight away. We have Bentancur injured. Sarr and Bissouma are at AFCON. Bergvall's got a knock. We don't know when he's coming back. We've got 19-year-old Archie Gray in there as well. We've got Paulinho that's on loan. It just makes massive sense to bring in someone like Conor Gallagher. First of all, I don't think Bissouma's going to be here next year. He won't be here. I don't think Archie Gray and Bergvall are ready to be Premier League starters straight away. I think they still need to learn, and they need to rotate into the team when necessary. So Conor Gallagher makes a lot of sense. I understand the argument where people are saying he doesn't progress the ball enough. But if you actually look at the way he plays, he does carry the ball a lot forwards. So he does a similar sort of thing as what Bergvall does. And that's what people are saying. We've got all the same similar sort of players. But what we have got is an experienced Premier League England international rather than an 19-year-old Archie Gray or 19-year-old Bergvall. It's a massive leap and a massive difference. He was Chelsea's captain last season, season before as well. Even this season, he's making 5.6 progressive passes per 90, which is still more than any of our midfielders at the moment. So apart from Xavi, I think Xavi's on 7 at the moment. So he's a box to box as well. I don't think any of those players that we've mentioned are box to box. He likes getting in the box to score goals, and he can score from the outside of the box as well. So there's a lot of boxes that he ticks. So I'm pretty happy with the signing. And when I watched him for Crystal Palace, I watched about 4 games of his, and he was the best player on the pitch every single time. And he was like 21 or 22 years old at the time. And I thought, bloody hell, I'd love him to come to Spurs. I remember saying that years ago, not just because we just signed him, but I did say that a few years ago. So I'm pretty happy with it. I understand why people are. Do you know what the funniest thing about this? I'll stop going on about it in a minute. But do you know when Tottenham fans say, "Oh, just put the money down and sign him," and they say, "Oh, just sign the player." Why are we haggling? Why does Levy always haggle every penny? This time we went in, we paid the money. We said, "Here you go. We'll agree to your wages. Here's all the money," and we got it done within like a day or something. and now fans are moaning because we paid too much. You can't win. You seriously can't win. But overall,
35 million.
You
Yeah,
are?
35 million. 35 million from me is an absolute snip.
It is. And if
Absolute
you think about the English tax on top of that,
snip.
you know, I think it is. I think it's a really, really good deal. Right. Anyway, next question. I think this is dividing the fan base a little bit as well, to be honest. But this one is: should we keep Tell or send him out on loan? And I'll let you go again, Nigel.
For me, this is a difficult one because if you had asked me a couple of weeks ago, I would have said send him out on loan. The guy is not good enough for Spurs. He offers us absolutely nothing. Frank clearly doesn't like him because he's not giving him minutes. But over the last couple of games, he's come in. And you know what I like about Tal? And I said this before, is that he always looks to go forward. He always looks to try and make something happen now. It doesn't always work. Sometimes he gives the ball away like he did against Villa. Sometimes he makes mistakes. Sometimes his first touch isn't great. But you watch Chow, whenever he gets the ball, he rarely, if ever, goes backwards. You know, even if he's being faced up and he's got a pass back to the left back, he would rather go inside than go back. Um, and whereas he's not the finished article yet, that's what I do. I do like that about him, that he is direct and he will drive and he will try to make things happen. Saying that, I'm still of the opinion if we get a good offer for a loan for him, I would take it. Again, depends though. We have to bring someone in first. We can't be letting Tal go because we are literally down to the bare bones in the forward areas.
Yeah, I tend to agree. I remember I even said it in a video probably about a month ago, and I said that Tell needs to be put out on loan because he needs game time. We all can see he's got massive potential. Definitely got a brilliant mentality as well, but just recently, when you get injuries and a player comes in and he takes his chance. I think he's doing that right now. He really is. He's come in. He's been, like you say, direct. He's taken on players. His crossing is actually pretty decent as well. Good corner taker. Great shot on him as well. He seems to get it on target a hell of a lot, which is decent. He's scored 3 goals this season already. And he's probably had, I'd say, 10 to 20% of the minutes that Richarlison's had, and probably almost scored as half the amount of goals as well. So can you imagine if Tell had Richarlison's minutes? He probably would have had the same goals or more. So, and people are praising Richarlison, saying he should be starting every week because he's scoring the goals. I honestly believe Tell would have had the same if he had the same amount of minutes. But you never know. You never know. But I just think he's a super talented player, and if he ends up going out on loan, smashes it, and then comes back, we can't waste that talent. We really can't. I don't want him to go out on loan with an option to buy. That's definitely not on the cards for me. I think this guy's going to be a good player, but we do need, like in the midfield area, we've got the 2 19-year-olds. We've got 2 20-year-olds on the wings. We need to do the same with them. We need to get experience in, let them rotate in, and let them develop as well. And don't put all the pressure on them. And that's how we need to go forward with this squad. Have the youngsters in and around the squad, but have the quality, experienced players playing in front of them, so they can learn off them, come off the bench, and try and emulate them. So that's my take on it. But I think Tell one day is going to be an absolute superstar. I really do. So, third and final hot take of the night, and that is: would you take Xabi Alonso? And you go for this, Nigel. Go on.
I listen, him or Frank, yes, absolutely, 100%. I think Alonso is obviously a very exciting young manager, did brilliant things at Leverkusen. Obviously, his reputation's been tarnished a little bit at Madrid, but let's be fair, most managers struggle at Madrid. They're such a big side. If you don't win, then you lose effectively. So would I take him? Yes, I have kind of got my hopes still up for a Pochettino return in summer. So,
Yeah.
given a choice of Pochettino or Alonso, I would take Pochettino. But
Ooh,
I do think
yeah.
Xabi Alonso would be a great manager for Spurs. I just see him. I think his name's already on the Liverpool job. Whether that's in the next season or next year, I don't know. But I think Xabi Alonso will be Liverpool bound some point in the next 2 years, I'd say.
That's a scary combination, really, isn't it? You know, Liverpool could be quite a some team if he can get them to click, mate. That would be bad for the rest of the league. I'm telling you that now, especially with the backing that they give him. But I'll tell you a stat that I saw about Alonso today. You know, he went unbeaten all season for Leverkusen. They was invincible, wasn't they? I didn't realise that they were invincible away for 2 full seasons as well.
Really?
So he didn't lose a game for 2 full seasons away.
Well,
So
we'd change that if we come to Spurs.
yeah, if he came to Spurs, yeah, he would lose that on the first game. But yeah, that was insane stat. I was like, bloody hell. Wow. But yeah, he's done a hell of a lot in that German league, a hell of a lot. Pippin Bayern Munich, who won the 10 previous leagues before him, he comes in, becomes unbeaten. He won the German Cup as well, equivalent of our FA Cup. He won that. He got to a Europa League final as well, lost 3-0 to Atalanta. But yeah, getting to a final of Europa League, winning his domestic league undefeated, and winning basically a Germany FA Cup was an absolute phenomenal season. I think Wirtz was playing for them that year, wasn't he? I think he got like fucking 21 assists that season or something silly like that. I remember talking about him that year, about him getting the Ballon d'Or or something, because he was absolutely phenomenal that year. Yeah. He really was. Yeah, so I would take Alonso if Frank was sacked. I wouldn't push Frank out to bring Alonso in. I don't think that's fair. I think if Frank loses the next 2 games against West Ham and Burnley, then yeah, see you later, because I'd have enough of him by then, I think. But yeah, so that's the hot takes for today. If anybody wants to help us with these debates, let's see how divided you all are. Let us both know in the comments what you think of the 3 debates we had today. Conor Gallagher, is he a good signing? Should we keep Tell or should we put him on loan? Or should we sign up Xabi Alonso as the next Tottenham manager? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you for watching, and come on you Spurs.